So please accept my apologies there. And I see that we've had Laurie here and also Susan. So Laurie's World and the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Great to see you, and howdy you all, and really great to see you. I hope you can hear me. I'm sort of sitting outside here with the computer, trying not to get sunburned. But yeah, who do we have here with us? And I should get chat going on here. Okay, here we go. So hopefully we've got a few people coming in. I don't know. But here we are. Yeah, the wind's blowing, so I hope it's not blowing up the microphone. So who do we have here with us? Hopefully got a few people coming in. And hopefully it's not looking a bit dark or whatever. It's sort of just how I've got the webcam set, I'm afraid. So just bear with me on that. Oh, excuse me with that. So hi there, Janice. Hi there, great to see you. Really great to see you. And yeah, I have to have you running here on my phone just to keep up with you all, because of course on this restream it doesn't always show up on screen. So just bear with me on that. And I'd appreciate any thumbs up, and of course appreciate anybody who shares this out. So who else have we got here with us, and what's everybody been up to? Hope you can hear me. This is all rattling now in the wind. So accept my apologies with that. And yeah, if I need to race in and get a drink and a hay fever pill, bear with me on that. I'm thinking, did I take one this morning or not? I've had a really, really terrible week. At least I'm sort of coming right there with the allergies. My eyes were all blown up. I could hardly see with hay fever, and I ended up having to go to the doctor and get some steroid tablets, actually, as well as, the antihistamine that I've been taking. So do bear with me on that. Oh, yes, that sounds good, Susan. Oh, thank you, Janice, for sharing me out too. I appreciate that. Yeah, we've got the tree here, and decorations, and we will be doing that the next few days. So I'm getting some decorating done. I've been pretty busy, and Jeanette, the other lady here, has been pretty busy with work, and I've been busy with college, trying to get everything done. Oh, thank you, Susan. But yeah, I then Monday I pulled a muscle on my calf, reaching into the car to pull something out, and I sort of overreached. Oh, I thought it was a cramp, but it hasn't sort of gone away since Monday. Today's Wednesday, and it's still. I walked it out a lot yesterday when I went to college, and it was sort of coming better, or feeling a bit better last night, but now today I've got up and it's very, very stiff and sore. So, oh dear, I might have overdone things yesterday, so I'm going to have a pretty restful day today. I was wanting to get out and, get to the supermarket just to get some milk and things, but I think that'll have to wait. Unfortunately, don't think I could walk down there, and I don't really want to be paying Uber sort of down there, sort of $20, $10 there, $10 back, just to get to the supermarket. So I think it's going to have to wait. I mean, paying Uber to go there and back, I might as well nearly Uber Eats it, I just need a few things like some milk, some granola, some honey. Still got protein powder. But, my breakfast jiggy that I have a video of that I did put up on the Cook's channel. I don't know if somebody could share the Cook's channel out for me. That would be lovely. But if you can't do it, you can't do it. I totally understand. But I do appreciate mods who can do that. I do also have some links shared out if anybody wants to come up and join in and talk with me on screen, but they may be not really feeling up to it too. I don't know. I did share it out with a few people, so I'd love if somebody could come, but it may not happen. But that doesn't matter. Tamara, hi there, great to see you. It's on top messages. I should put it on all because I might sort of miss one or two here. I've got you on my phone going. I don't know if I can see out here sort of the way this sun's shining anyways on the screen a little bit. If somebody's wanting to come up or not, so I'm a bit slow on that. I do apologise. I'm not really that familiar with Restream, and I'm thinking nobody really likes Restream very much to come up on it or anything. So I'm thinking, I've been paying for it, and I'm thinking, oh, will I cancel it this month? If I'm not going to use it or have people sort of wanting to come up on it, what's the point of paying for it? I might as well use StreamYard. That's a bit easier to use. I'm eating supper. Awesome. Yeah, I've got to do the thumbnail yet, but I did have, I don't know if you saw the short that went up this morning. Was on the Turidan Market, a country market tour or something like that, I called it. But the full-length video for that, I think I'll have it scheduled Friday, Thursday evening for you all, Friday morning for me. I think I'll schedule it for that. I've got it uploaded. This morning I got it uploaded, so it's just sitting on the shelf at the moment, on the private shelf or unlisted shelf or whatever it goes on. It's just sitting there at the moment. I may make it members first and then premiere on Thursday evening. I still got to do the thumbnail and do all the tags and that yet, so I've got it up there anyways, and it's processing and all of that. So hopefully it's a very interesting video for you all, but you can get a bit of a taste for it on the short that's on the short shelf at the moment. Don't know if I can drop the link for the short in the chat or not. I'm going to see if I've got the link still shared. I think that might be the one. Just chatting, dropping it in chat here. I think that's the one. I've just dropped it there anyways, so hopefully if anybody wants to watch it, it's there. I've got to get filming to Tina of Life in the Piedmont. She's got a collab going on, and it is now open. Gifts from the home, hashtag gifts from the home. And I've got to film a video for that. It may be a semi-humorous video. I don't know. I may sort of do two, one for the Cook's channel and one for the main channel. I do need to film more things for the Cook's channel, Arielle-Viking Cook, so I may do two and put the serious video on the Cook's channel and the humorous video on my main channel. I may do that. I've said I've got to get busy and get that done. I've got to get a few crafting supplies together, and we'll be doing that. I've got an idea for Christmas as well. If anybody would like to get in on it, I need to catch up with Jerry and Jan about that, because it is originally their idea. 3 cans shy. 3 cans shy for Christmas could be a lot of fun, and I'd love to see if Jerry and Jan would like to get on board with that, and we could make some funny videos of the 3 cans shy folk all coming out for Christmas or something, and we could have a bit of a giggle, that sort of thing, and get a bit of laughter up for Christmas. I'm thinking of doing that, but I don't know if I'll see Jan or Jerry and Susan today. Jan of Simply Jan Homestead, or Jerry and Susan of Butler Family Farm. I didn't sort of get the link out to the Butlers, but I got the link out to Jan. And if she wants to come up, she can. There's a link. I did send her the guest link if she wants to come up. And as I did send the guest link out to you, Susan, and to Tina, but you may not feel like coming up. I totally understand that. And I sent the guest link out to a few others, but you know what it's like. Even though I sent it out a day before or something, probably nobody feels like coming up. Yeah, what's my sound quality and video quality like? What's that like? I've got to get busy too on getting thumbnail together for this video as well. I don't know if anybody's done it. I have the Gemini AI, so I sort of will write a big script out, sort of what my video's about and all of that, and then I'll ask Gemini just to suggest me a few titles that are, SEO optimized and SEO friendly and likely to go viral. And then it'll pick out, it'll give you about 5, and then it'll rank them sort of the one it thinks will go viral. So I sort of went with that, and then got it to sort of write the description. So, I sort of copy the description, and I sort of change a few words around or whatever, sort of, just to make it sort of, fit sort of to what I want. And then it was suggesting me thumbnail ideas. I thought, I'll go with that. And it said, for the market, that's what it's for, a country market. And it's sort of featuring that creature that's in the short as well, or that mythical creature. And it said, in your short, get a nice, market photo, and then, put the creature on front as well, and then a photo of yourself with the, the thumbnail look of shock. So I've got to take a photo of the thumbnail look of shock, and I'll paste that on, and I'll actually I'll use Gemini AI to sort of, or the thing that's in the picture studio, Google AI or whatever, for pasting things on onto the thumb. I could sort of show you the thumb that I've sort of got so far, and I've got to sort of put the look of shock or whatever, What have I got here? Hope you can see my screen. looking, where have I got it? What I've done so far. And I mean, it's really good the way it can sort of paste objects from a different photo, and you just paste the exact object. Like, this is what it's done. I don't know if you can see. Well, the mythical creature at the market, and I've just sort of got to put some text because it suggests what text to put on and what colour to use the text and everything. And I sort of got to put myself, you know, with the YouTube look of thumbnail, look of shock or awe or whatever on that as well. And it's just a matter of hitting that little star thing there, and then you're sort of asking it what to do. And I got it like there was some tent poles in the photo, and it I don't know if you can see that. It's taken the tent poles out and generated the scenery as the scenery should look where the tent poles were, and it actually works really well on it's just on your Google gallery. Actually, if you've got one of the newer phones that enables it, I think you've got that one for free. You're not having to pay for it, I believe. So that's not a bad thing. So, you know, it's sort of well worth doing. I've actually got the I've got 6 months free of the higher tier actually with this new phone. So, you know, it's quite cool. It's really quite cool. So yeah, now I've got people texting me, and I better reply this text here while I think of it, or it won't get done. You know how that is. Because often the way things are these weeks coming up to Christmas, or even since the start of November, really, or the end of October, I've just been, or even, you know, early October, mid-October, I've been so overwhelmed with everything, busy, that things get slipped on the back burner. If they're put on the back burner, they often boil dry. You know what I mean? And it sort of doesn't happen. So sometimes if you want something done or you want me to do something, you just got to keep reminding me with you know, with college and everything. I sort of get a bit, you know, behind, and with you know, with all the alerts I get on YouTube these days, I sort of get a little bit behind. You know, now at 40k friends here on YouTube, you could probably imagine how crazy alerts are. So, you know, I can sort of get a bit inundated. I'll have to put this back onto here just so that I can keep up with chat. So who do we all have here with us still? And I do apologise, I'm late for coming on. Don't think I've missed anybody's message. Nobody's told me what my sound quality and video quality is like, so hopefully it's not too bad. Or it's probably horrendous and nobody's game to tell me. That could be too. That could very well be. I know I've been talking about a giveaway with Gail and needing to do one for 40k, and with Christmas coming up, I'm thinking I'm going to get it done properly, and so we'll do it in January after Christmas, if you know what I mean. So, you know. So, I have to get that sorted for January, I think. I think we've only got about 4 watching. One of them's me. I've got it running here, so things are a bit quiet. Oh, yeah, that's pretty likely. That's pretty usual for lives. They're very hit and miss, ain't they? But I'd love everybody here, if you've got anything going on, like you've got any collabs or anything you'd like shared out, do it here. And if you are in blue, do post the links, or any videos you want to share out of your own or friends' videos or collabs or anything like that. And if you're not in blue, I know one of the mods could do it, and if I'm not sort of feeling too blur, I could probably do it myself with the computer. I'm sitting here on computer at the moment. I've got it running off my laptop, so I'm not sure if I've got it set bright enough or what with my webcam, but it is what it is. We don't have anybody in the basement wanting to come up, do we? Don't think I do. Don't think I do. I should have probably set up inside. I think this light's sort of, overwhelming everything. But anyways, outdoors with Big Matt. Hi there. Great to see you. And what have you been busy at? And if you've got anything you want to share out here on chat, please do so. You're most welcome to share anything out here on chat if you'd like, a video or a collaboration or a friend's video. Please do so. And can't lean back too far, or I'm in the sun, so you know what that's like. Sort of get burnt to a to a cinder here real quick. The way this sun is here in this country at this time of year, and it is officially summer here. Yeah, my favorite season. Not summer here officially starts December 1, and I'm not a huge fan of summer, and especially not summer here. I don't like the hot sun. I don't like the burning sun. I don't like sunburn, all of that. And you get all that in, heaps and heaps and heaps. Yeah, there's some nice birds around here on this hill where I'm currently staying. So, that's a real bonus. I'm staying at a friend's place at the moment and then moving into student housing in January. So, but this is a much better location than the stink house that I was in beforehand. I'm so glad to be out of that horrible hole, if you know what I mean. It's a really, really nasty place. So, it's good to be out of there and away from those people, because the people that live there are, well, let's just say a lot of them have issues with mental illness and also substance abuse. And I just can't be around any of that. And it's sort of, I just not able to sleep because they're screaming and banging and partying and putting blood everywhere when they're doing their things. And it's dirty and smelly and horrid, and the people ain't very nice, and I can't be around that, and I'm glad to be out of there. Oh, this person's really texting me. Getting inundated with texts now. As soon as you start doing something, we all know how that is, don't we? But anyways, yeah, thank you, Susan. So glad you're out of that place. Yeah. And so am I. Thanks to the good Lord. Really, thanks to the good Lord that I'm out of that place. Just not the right place for me at all. And I don't know why he permitted me to go there, really. Maybe just to see how the other, half live or something. I don't know. I certainly do have compassion for those people and are sympathetic for those people. And if there's a way that I can help them, I will do so. But you've sort of got to be safe doing it. And living in living in that place, I sort of kept my head down, if you know what I mean, and kept away from them pretty much, and just tried to be as positive around those people as I could, and maybe the light from the Lord could shine through from me in some way or something that might sort of have a positive influence on some of them. I don't know. I'd love to hear what everybody's thoughts on that is. I'm always interested to hear what everybody's thoughts and observations are. And yeah, just waiting to hear what everybody's sort of got to say about that. What's this AI thing coming up here? Don't really need that. I don't know if I can get rid of it or not. Ask Google about this page. I don't think I need to ask Google about Restream. Oh, don't know. This computer's Windows 11 too, and so it's a little bit different to Windows 10. And I only sort of started getting a little bit used to using Windows 10. And since I've been doing this AI course, I'm sort of getting IT course, I should say. I'm getting more used to using computers again. I haven't sort of used computers very much. I just sort of do the most necessary thing on computers for like setting tags and that sort of thing for YouTube videos. The odd Word document, but that was pretty much it. Or if I wanted a bigger page to look at my my Gmail sort of thing, and just so I could delete all the 100 or 200 emails I get every day now with alerts and things. I'd open it on on the computer screen to do it. But I hadn't sort of really used Windows computer much since Windows Vista, actually. We're talking about, what was it, 2007, 2008, something like that. Because I sort of got into these things and found I could do sort of just about everything on these things that I really wanting and needing to do. And it's so easy just to lay back in the easy chair and do it, or sitting up in bed and doing it of an evening, those whatever you need to do. Is sort of hunched over a laptop. that, you know, the convenience of just doing it on your phone where you could do it. So that's sort of what I did. So I'm sort of learning my way around the computer keyboard and, you know, the Windows functions and everything once again. So, you know, you can sort of say that this IT course has been a good thing for that. And I've been pretty busy with that too. 2 days at college and then 2 afternoons online with that, and plus all the work you've got to do with it, and then also skipping around trying to get you know, film YouTube footage, and then editing and writing scripts and making thumbnails and writing tags and descriptions and all sorts of stuff. And then to try and fit in sort of one or two, you know, collaborations if somebody's got a collaboration on or something, and trying to think up what am I going to do for that with a collaboration, and you know, work out a bit of a script in my head. And because I don't really write down that much in scripts, I sort of will I'll sort of just write down maybe a few bullet points occasionally. Oftentimes I just sort of have it in my head, and then you know, when I'm filming, I'll just yabber on and be whatever bullshit comes out of my head is what comes on the screen, if you know what I mean. Everybody's having a giggle at that. But I sort of that's sort of how I pretty much always have done YouTube. There's one or two scripted things, but otherwise my videos are sort of pretty much on the fly. Like I'll have ideas and that, and I'll sort of run with the ideas, and I'll think up some ideas before I sort of go out and film. But so often you can go out and film expecting something and it doesn't happen like that, or somebody pops up and says, oh, come and try my coffee or something, you know, if you're doing a market or something, or an interesting act pops up or whatever. So you've sort of got to be flexible and able to do those things on the fly, because I don't know, things don't always, unless you're sort of doing like a skit or something, things don't happen as scripted in real life. I think you know it all. I think you all know what I mean. And of course, you know, I'll have a few things I want to talk about on a live, but then you know, somebody will bring something up, and so we'll just go off on a tangent, if you know what I mean, and or just fall down that rabbit hole and follow that, you know, tangent or what have you. And I think that sort of makes life a bit fun too, if you know what I mean. I'm not going to yabber along here all day, but I'll be here for a little while yet. If anybody's got anything you wish to share. How long have I been on? Don't really know. I need new glasses. I can't really see with these darn things either. What's it saying here? Probably been on about 20 or so minutes. 20 to 30 minutes, something like that, I think. But, you know, YouTube, I sort of, you know, oftentimes I fall down the rabbit hole and up on a tangent or something. You know what I mean? But that's just how it is. You sort of have some people that are just ultra scripted, and then you've got other people that ain't. And I'm one of those that's ain't ultra scripted. I can sometimes remember a script if I memorize it, but I sort of prefer not to do that unless I was sort of in a skit or something. Because I remember the days at school, and I'd just have you memorize all this CRAP that you'd have to, recite out by rote in front of the class. And I didn't sort of really like that very much. So it's a bit like the times tables. We had to try and memorize all that stuff. And I remember teach every morning, and I hated it. Every morning he'd have this big list of times tables and maths problem that he'd hand out. And you'd have to, spend about 20 minutes just writing in all the answers. And I was absolutely hopeless at math. And and then he'd sort of recite the answers, and he had this stick, and he'd bang the stick down, and as he banged the stick, he'd recite the answers, and you had to tick. So, I mean, quickly, as he's doing that, I'm writing the answers in the sheet. Every time I'd do that until I got caught doing that one day. That didn't go down very well. Didn't go down well at all. But, I just was hopeless at bloody math. And I hated it. So that's just how it was. Ark Wildman Survival. Hi there. Great to see you. But, that's just how it was. So that's how it got done. But, yeah, I remember I got into trouble for that when I finally got caught doing that. But, that's just how it would be. But I never got caught doing it once. So that wasn't a bad thing. The next time I kept doing it because, like I said, I was bloody hopeless at maths. I was only like about a C or a D in maths. So, and I'd always hated it and could never get it. So, I was always, at school, I was much better in English and language and that sort of thing. So, and the more creative subjects, I was better in that. Everybody's probably having a big laugh at that. Any other interesting questions? And if anybody's got anything interesting you all are up to, please do share. I'd love to hear it. And I did have the link out, hoping I'd have a few people wanting to come up, but that hasn't happened. So, I won't sort of have too many collaborative live streams or co-streams or whatever, because usually nobody comes up. So what's the point of doing it? I might even, I had been paying for Restream the last 3 months, but I might even drop it. It's about half the price of what StreamYard is per month. So, I wouldn't mind StreamYard. It's a bit more user-friendly, but, I ain't paying $40 or $50 for StreamYard every month. Just for the odd time that I might want to do a live stream on StreamYard and have people coming up. Because usually I do these and, have the link and people could come up, and nobody ever comes. So, think, oh, what's the bloody point? And I mean, you can't sort of put the link here on chat anymore because you just get trolls and idiots sort of wanting to, do something nasty. And so often they've been sitting in the basement, they've been thinking they're really funny doing something, and they're just in the basement, and then next thing they're just, I've just banned them from the channel forever. I don't know why they want to do that. Try to ruin somebody else's YouTube channel or something. But, unless I know you, you ain't coming up on screen. So, And I'm only sending the link out to those who I know now. I don't sort of put the link on the chat, so it's only the ones I know that'll be coming up. What's everybody else's thoughts on Restream and StreamYard and live streaming and all that sort of thing? More often than not, I'll do a live stream and I'll be sitting somewhere talking, or I'll get out somewhere and walk around and take you around somewhere. And often, do the live stream in vertical because that seems to be what gets most of the views. So go and do it in vertical just for that. Although I do prefer the widescreen view for actually watching a live or what have you. But if vertical's going to get me the views, I'll do it in vertical. I know I did one of the protests in the city in Melbourne, and I did that in vertical. I ended up getting like about there was 4,000 or 5,000 people sort of coming on the live stream because it was sort of a topic that everybody was sort of interested in. So, that was really, really quite useful. And I know there's one coming up in January again. I'll have to go to and live stream from there and do that one. I was thinking about going to the one on the weekend. There was one in Melbourne, but I was unwell and not feeling up to it at all, so did not go. But if I wasn't sick, I would have gone and would have got some nice views on that one. But it's what it is. I'll ask it. Arielle, I'll ask again. What's my video and sound quality like? Nobody's answered me, so it's either quite good or it's bloody horrendous and nobody's game to say. But I'd love to know how this computer is performing. So, because I haven't sort of done much live streaming from this computer. Where did I get it? I think I got it in September, I think. I had to get a new computer with this course because the old computer I had just wouldn't do it, wouldn't cut it. I think it might have been originally a Windows 7 computer that had been updated to Windows 10, and it sort of really, really struggled with Windows 10, and I think it was Pentium i5 or something, so you'd think it'd be reasonable, but it was sort of, pretty old and pretty heavy. The thing weighed an absolute ton moving that laptop around. Had a touchscreen laptop. It was a touchscreen HP, would have been a really nice laptop when it was brand new. And I'd bought it secondhand. It was pretty old when I bought it. I just sort of bought it because I needed a laptop. I was probably like about 8 years old when I bought it. And it would have been like about 2 years ago that I bought it, or 3 years ago, needing a laptop. And I only sort of needed it for pretty basic tasks, sort of, just the back end of YouTube when you're writing a few tags and descriptions and that. And but of course started this IT course and it just wouldn't cut it. Yeah, I'll see what you said there, Sue. YouTube is sharing lives both vertical and horizontal. I might try my next live. Yeah, interesting. Oh, thank you, Susan. Sound and video is good. Oh, thanks. That's good to know. This pergola that I'm sitting under is rattling around in the wind, so it could be making the sound a bit off. But yeah, that's really, really good to know. sharing lives, both vertical and horizontal. I mean, if I do a walk around, I do like to do a horizontal if I could, because you get a better view of everything. But you know, if YouTube shares out the vertical more, well, I'll just go with that, because I'm, you know, I like all the views and the watch hours. And I mean, I can with this, you know, I open it out, I can sort of go, you know, vertical like this, although it does squash your screen in when it films vertical when you get on the replay gang. So if I'm wanting to use the vertical, you know, the footage that I capture, I have to open the AI on gallery on Google Pictures and get it to stretch it out just to get it back to the right resolution. If I'm, you know, if I'm wanting to, you know, record some of the footage from my live, you know, sometimes there's an interesting thing to do it, or, you know, an interesting piece that I've seen live, and I think, yeah, I want to screen capture that. And I found the best way to do that is you don't actually download the video off YouTube, because that's generally pretty, you know, CRAP. You know, if you download your own video file from YouTube that you've uploaded, you generally don't get it at a very good resolution, or as good a resolution as I like. And I mean, they're only putting them up at 750 or 720 or whatever it is anyway, so it's not a real brilliant resolution. I found the best way is just to, you know, pull down your menu, and on here you have this. This, of course, is a Samsung, so that's how Samsung works. You pull down your menu and you have screen record. Where have I got that now? But you know, the menu you pull down off the top, or at least that's with One UI 8 and One UI 7 should be the same. Multi-control, scan QR code, do not disturb. Screen recorder. This one here, screen recorder. You press that, and where it says record sound, you can have none, you can have media, or you can have media and mic. And you just click on media because you don't want any of the outside sound coming in. And so, you know, I can record what's coming up on my screen by just hitting that. And that seems to be the best way of getting your lives, I've found. And I believe even quite old Samsung phones have that still. It's not just the newest ones. So, oh, this is rattling a lot. This wind is getting crazy. So I believe, you know, even something like about, you know, the S10, for example, would have it. So what are we looking at? About a phone about 6 years old or something would still have that, I believe. How long have we been going? Can't read on this thing how long it's been going, but I'm thinking I'll cut it off at an hour, so I might sort of go another sort of, you know, 5 to 10 minutes and then call it. And then I'm thinking I want a cold drink because it's, this weather, this wind, and I want to get another antihistamine tablet into me too before my eyes start itching again, and I'll get back to square one. Don't really want that. And the hay fever and the allergies here has been absolutely terrible, and this year. And somebody said it's all the grass pollen that's coming down. So I'm thinking, next spring I've got to be out of this country by next spring. This country, which will be fall for you all. Once I've sort of finished this this IT course I'll finish that at the end of July, early August next year, and so I've sort of got to try and get things sort of sorted and. Get things that I can sort of just leave and have some cash to do that. But at least, I'll be leaving with an extra qualification, IT qualification that's good worldwide. So, that's a bonus. Not that I'm very good at IT or computers, but, it could be something that could help get me a job somewhere too if I need it. I'd love YouTube to be going absolutely ballistic viral and being able to live off YouTube earnings. I'd love to be able to do that. Maybe if everybody, remembers me in their prayers that will happen, maybe. It would be really lovely. And, of course, what's everybody got planned for the rest of the week? While I'm here, you're yabbering away. Me, I'll be going back to college tomorrow. Hopefully I can get my last of the assignments done for the year and get them sorted for the year before it starts up again in January, February. So hopefully I can get that sorted for the year. And I can sort of have a bit of a break then and try and catch up with YouTube and because I'm so far behind on everybody's videos. I've got something like about 300 videos on my watch later list at the moment. I've just been so busy with school, with college and everything else that I've sort of got very behind. So it'll be good to have, a month's holiday just to catch up with everybody's watch later list. And there's been a lot of videos I've watched you and I haven't sort of had a chance to get to comment, and I'm sort of sorry about that. I watch on the TV and I watch of an evening, and so when I want to comment I have to open on my phone just to comment because it's near impossible to comment on the TV, as you all know. So I'm hoping to catch up with a lot of you all videos. I have caught a lot of your videos and I haven't had a chance to comment. I've just thumbs up because I've been on the TV and I can just click the remote to thumbs up, but not able to comment, I'm afraid. But hopefully I can catch up with you all. Oh, thank you, Susan. Don't feel bad, I'm behind you. I think it happens to all of us. And, I found once I sort of got over 15,000 friends, it really started, it really started getting hard to keep up. And I now understand why the bigger channels just don't comment and don't often comment on people's videos. They may be watching, but they just don't comment because they're just not able to keep up. They're having trouble keeping up with comments on their own videos. And I often get a bit slow commenting back to people who have commented on my videos, but I do read every one. As soon as I put a heart on something, you know that I've read it. And then, you know, sometimes I might come back and reply, you know, once I get a quiet moment, because I've sort of just been too busy to comment, but I've been able to read it, and so I've hearted the comment, unless something really stands out to me that, oh, I've got to comment, I've got to reply to this one immediately, sort of thing. I don't know how many people actually read the replies. I don't know. I know some do, but I don't know how many actually do. I mean, the ones who do, I know that they will generally, if it's them reading them, they'll be giving them a thumbs up. But it could be somebody else reading the comment and the reply and thumbs upping it too. I don't know. But then if they reply back to your reply, I know definitely they have replied and read it and that. So, you know. Yeah, what's the time now? I don't want to keep you too long. So we're going to call it pretty soon. So I'll give everybody just a bit of a chance to say goodbye and all of that. And if you've got anything you want to quickly add before I call it, please do so. And then I'm thinking I need to take allergy medicine and a cold drink. It's sort of got pretty dry out here now, and it's me yabbering away too. It's giving me a dry throat. And I'm thinking, oh, I've got to get a spot out of this sun somewhere where I can take this, you know, shot for the thumbnail. So I've got to do that too, and you know, AI that onto the screenshot for the video that I'll have ready for you all Thursday evening. But I'm thinking I might make it available to members first, because I do love to give something to my members, sort of like that if I can. Like this short, I put straight up public that I put up very early this morning. But generally, I'll put shorts via the member shelf and sort of, you know, have it members first. So, you know, they might be on the member shelf one day or even a week or 2 weeks sometimes. Just as a little thank you to my members. Well, it doesn't look like anybody's got anything to add. I'm going to wish everybody a lovely evening, and I'm going to call it. So everybody take care, be blessed, and until next time, bye-bye. Now, look, see, where do I stop this?